Come on back, folks, and welcome back to the Whittemore Center here in Meriden, New Hampshire. More specifically, of course, at the Akerstrom Arena, where it's KUA 2 and St. Paul's 0 as teams switch sides and get ready to go for period 2 action. KUA has gotten their goals on the power play most recently from Brian Karamitz. That was the second goal. And then the first one was 5 on side from Paul Dorr, the native of Gatineau, Quebec. Right away here in the second period, and St. Paul's is going to need to fight back. They're 0-3 when they've allowed the first goal. And here's a chance right off the bat, and trying to finesse one over to the far side was Owen Stadheim, but he could not get it to Eric Simpson, who was lurking in the weeds in the left face-off circle. And KUA will start out from their own end. Leading the rush up the left side is Drew Bennett. He'll chip it in around Harrison Sweeten, who cuts back towards the left side of the ice as the puck is in deep right now. Hammer to the wall is Drew Bennett. It'll come up to the boards, and it's Christian Felton with a shot through traffic, and it was steered away by Andy Barron with the blocker. Puck shot around, and picking it up here is Teddy McElhenney. He'll give it up to the left side, and Julian Menez cuts into the middle of the ice. He was knocked off his stick by Seth Stadheim, who's fresh off the bench. Wheeling around in his own zone is Teddy Griffin. He's got a colossal slapper. He let it go a couple times in that power play. Griffin pointed on back for his defensive partner. It's Christian Felton. Ryan Karamitz banked it up off the boards, and Bryson Russell was all tied up there. It's in the St. Paul's end, not for long though. Right back out, and Christian Felton once more. He's going to try to gain the line, and he is. Swirling up inside the zone and taken to the boards over there by Malcolm Bussey, who's at the beginning of his shift. The puck gets centered off the wall, but Karamitz could not handle it. He's looking for his second here. Max Dumas will stop him behind his net. KUA was in the process of a little change in that stretch pass intended for James Owen is intercepted by Devin Newhook, who stepped up. KUA reading this stretch pass well. They did so in the first period, and you just saw an example of it there. Bussey giving Majura a hard time. Down through the middle of the ice, icing is waved off, and Barron will play it aside to the safety of the boards. Right on the stick of Sullivan Mack. Here's Mack waiting for some help. He'll come to the middle of the ice. The shot was blocked into the corner. I guess I said the safety of the boards reduced to the danger of the boards. No player in a white jersey there except Sullivan Mack in black. And he had a good opportunity cutting towards the middle of the ice, which has been open for KUA to make that move to the middle. And they've had a couple of good chances right down Main Street. The pass to the left side, Majura. He tried to play it back into the middle. Ty Green got in the way of that near the Kimball Union logo at center. Big hit by Owen. That'll send Green into the zone with the shot. Rebound kicks up in the air, and going for it was Sacklad. He couldn't knock it down, and it's Newhook instead. Cooper Flinton was up on him, and it's Zach Whitehead instead now. Majura, and here goes Mack into the zone. Mack is going to spin and fire, and getting in the way of it was, looked like Dion Deere. Yes, it was Dion Deere. I had to wait for him to turn around so I could see his number there. That's number 27, Big John Sacklad, lumbering up across the red line. That to attempt to stop it was Patrick Sakis, the KUA goaltender. Got away from him. No, too hot to handle it. He just let it go by. St. Paul's working in the offensive zone. Ty Green goes down for that puck. He's underneath the likes of Jack Clarner, or was underneath Jack Clarner. Now KUA will come away with the puck as Green got up. It's Drew Bennett coming into the zone. He tried to center it towards the middle of the ice. Coming down that right hash mark was Taylor. Back to the line, chip towards the middle of the slot by Clarner, but knocked out of there by Dion Deere. That pass fanned upon by Sacklad, but it did get its way to Stadheim, who let the puck go, but it was blocked in front by Andrew Noel. Off the heel of the stick there of Arlo Merritt at center. He'll just finish the job on the wall and shoot it in, rather than in the middle of the ice. At the turnover and low there by Teddy McElhenney. KUA working on the puck on the left half wall. 14:05 to go. Still no score here in the second period, but a score on the board. 2-0 Kimball Union hosting St. Paul's. Kimball Union plugged as number 3, I believe, in the USHR poll, and St. Paul's at number 10. Points totals, though, KUA number 1 and St. Paul's number 7. These are really premier teams in prep, and right now it's the two-time defending champs. Up 1, there was a chance for, up 2, there was a chance for 3 there by Stadheim, but the pass was, hold on a second, here's Meadows into the zone with the backhand, and the rebound loose, stuffing away to Simpson. He knocked it free, the area behind the net there. Coming in is Schubert. He can't knock it away from Seth Statheim, who missed that pass, which went bouncing over his stick. And jousting down to our right, Griffin, hold on, the other way! And a chance just looped high in his zone was Karabas. He was looking for his second. I was watching the play down to our right as Griffin was all tied up with Menez, sent the length of the ice by St. Paul's, but it was a breakaway down the other end. I don't know how it developed because I was so distracted. But Brian Karabas got in there. And that was Grant Eastwood, but I think it was Karabas. Eastwood on the ice now, of course. 18 and 19, tough to distinguish with the jersey tuck. Plus he was going to the net for St. Paul's. He was all alone in front. Stood up. Here in the blue there is Dante Pierre. Horn with a shot off the wall, gets high, goes high up off. Hold on just a sec there, folks. Goes high up and off the glass. Gotta spit it out right. Cooper Flinton steps into that puck and will keep it deep in the KUAN. St. Paul's applying just a bit of pressure here. And KUA can't find the puck. It's in the skates of Kyle Penny. Backing up with it now is Newhook. He finds Penny, who will move it up the left side, and Tardif gets no further than the red line. He got hit, got the puck to the blue, but no further than that. I guess I'll repeat that phrase. Indeed by Alex Levine. St. Paul's will get a change here in the long change, second period, and Kyle Penny will finesse it. That's Majura coming in into the middle. Here's a chance for KUA, but cutting across the slot to lay the hit on Zach Whitehead is John Sacklad. Sacklad was the intended recipient of the pass, but it was intercepted. Here's Mack at a sharp angle, and he missed the goal wide. A nice pass there by Majura to get it to him. In the middle of the ice there is 15, Whitehead. He'll go into the corner now for the puck as they battle away. It'll be worked far side, and on it is Majura. Up to the half wall, Tomasz Majura dropped it back for Sullivan Mack. He's got speed, and a good shot too, but it was gloved and held by Andy Barron. First shot in maybe not a couple minutes, but maybe a minute and a half there by Kimball Union, which has been a achieved feat by St. Paul's, I think. Shots have been getting to the net from good areas. Sullivan Mack, one of them that's been able to penetrate the middle. That's why he's got 7 goals in 5 games, I suppose. Nice move off the wall, and here's a chance. The shot was blocked by Statheim as Arlo Merritt tried to lean into one. Merritt now doing some dirty work behind the goal. It's in that left corner. He'll come through with it. Arlo Merritt back to the line. The wrister was looking for a tip, and they got the tip too. Good shot along the ice there by KUA from the line. That was Klarner. He kind of tossed a line drive in there. And I'm not sure who got the tip on in the slot. One of the 20s there in the middle of the ice. 20, 22, 21. That's the line for KUA. Bennett, Taylor, and Merritt. The top line for the Wildcats. There's another stop by Barron off of Arlo Merritt. One of them had the tip near the right circle. Puck bouncing there on Andrew Noel. It got by him, but his defensive partner Klarner was there to help him out. Noel to Merritt on the blue line. Statheim bumped. KUA been all over St. Paul's physically here. Nearly a turnover there by Julian Menez. And then a turnover indeed by Max Dumas. That'll start KUA into the zone. It's Zach Taylor dropping it off for a big wrister by Bennett from the far circle. And it was kicked out by Barron. Here go the big red the other way. Julian Menez had to go off his stick and into the corner. Eric Simpson now behind. Settled it in front. That is Statheim. And a great stop. Zach Papatsakis. A wonderful pass by Eric Simpson from behind the goal, and you couldn't have drawn it up any better if you're St. Paul's. The first real grade A opportunity of the game for the Big Red in a grade AA stop by Zach Papatsakis. The one-timer by Owen Statheim, and did you see how quickly he moved from post to post? That was stellar. Off the face-off, Howdy twisted in front, right on stake of Arlo Merritt, and that'll start the breakout for KUA. Quickly speeding up the right side is Karabas. But the play blown dead as the Wildcats tried to move closer to the goal. I think offside is the call. And it does indeed look like it. Music playing just a bit after the draw. Really long time listeners will know that's a pet peeve of mine. Like, you've been here for 2 or 3 years on our broadcasts. The intended target there was Culver, but it got away from him as he was body shy of taking a hit. 9:40 to play here in the second period, and smoke out as Guillaume Deere, loose puck behind the goal. Getting all over him was Seth Stadheim. Stepping in from the line is Felton. Felton to the middle. Felton outside. He's got a chance. Trying to lay the pass in front, but getting his stick down. Getting a good play was Guillaume Deere. A bouncing one-timer goes wide of the goal. KUA working hard now in the offensive zones. St. Paul's gets it up, and a nice move towards the middle will send Guillaume Deere away. It was Green who made the nice move, by the way. And Ty Green's up in the offense right now, doing the forecheck. Here's the loss at the end of his shift. The bouncer off the glass is settled by Macklin. He put it right on the stick of Majura, who lays it back to the line. Coming in is Karabas. He was taken down to the ice. He must have taken a stick to the midsection or up high. It's going to be an odd man rush, though, the other way. If Bussey can settle it down. Bussey right side, and the shot is deflected by Felton, who made a good play. They get his stick in the lane, and it's up and out of play. That was just a crazy series of events. Karabas went down hard near the hash mark in the St. Paul's end. And somehow a defender got lost in the mix. And it was a 2-on-1, but the pass got away from Malcolm Bussey. An opportunity squandered for St. Paul's. They need one badly here right now. With 8:40 to go in the second. Got to get something started here at least before the third period, if not quicker. Leave as much time as possible for a comeback. Turned aside there by Barron from wide out. What do you got to say? Getting a goal here would be ideal. And St. Paul's just hasn't been particularly crisp with the puck. The passes, haven't been getting made, and they've been given a couple gifts to KUA. At least in my estimation. Here's a chance for Sacklad. He was all tied up, trying to dig that bouncing puck out of the skates of Kyle Petty, and here's Majura left side. He'll send the late man, the new hook, into the zone, but it got, or kicked away from him, I guess. He had to kick it from skate to stick and just could not make the play. There he is on the puck again. Or sorry, that is not the right defenseman, new hook. That'd be Sullivan Mack, who works it up to the blue line and further. Another just bouncing puck that Cooper Flinton can't find. That's Exhibit A, what I'm talking about. Just not the clean, crisp, efficient style of play that St. Paul's needs to be playing at the moment. And Flinton is hounded by the other 22 on the ice, Drew Bennett. The Big Red also looking just a bit slower than KUA, who've been able to play with endurance and play the body too. Physical hockey team taking no chances here is Papatsakis. And we get a stoppage, 7:15 on the clock here in period 2. Offensive zone draw here for St. Paul's. It'll be Stadheim versus Stadheim, the matchup we've been waiting for all night in the face-off circle. 9 versus 9 to the right. Zach Papatsakis, and it's Seth that won the draw. Puck will come around the near side and it's deflected out off the stick of Stadheim. Maybe not out. There's a shot from near the blue line by Simpson. It somehow got to him, and he had it stopped the other way. A wrister coming down that right side. That might have been, I think it was Careless. Yes, it was. And he missed the goal line. Knocked down at center once again by pinching Felton. Felton scores! Uh-oh. Russell now getting it with Teddy Griffin. What a goal, though. Christian Felton just powers his way to the net, and I think we have a penalty after the play. And if it's going against St. Paul's, it would be devastating to have KUA head to the power play after this. But it's 3-0 Wildcats, and it does look like Bryson Russell's going to head to the box. There might be a Wildcat counterpart as well. It will be, so this might be 4-on-4, but it is Christian Felton, the goal. He just drives up from that right side. He knocked it down with his glove. Came into the zone, cut towards the middle of the ice. He's been great rushing the puck. And cut towards the middle and got that shot off in an awkward position to make this a 3-0 game, but a huge goal there by the Wildcats. Teddy Griffin taking a seat alongside Bryson Russell. Fell on the goal, KUA up 3-0 though. That's the moral of that play. And they're still trying to sort out the penalties, I think. 14 white and 5 black. I didn't really catch the call. It seems like cross-checking to me. Nonetheless, KUA some cushion right now. They're somewhat right on pace. They've scored 18 goals in the last 2 games. That'd be about 3 a period, I would think. Here comes Halliday. He's flying. He'll just put it in on goal and get an offensive zone face-off. I think Russell and Griffin are still chatting in the box. I can see their heads bobbing and they're looking at each other. The penalty box is on the far side of the ice, by the way, so not like the coaches can temper anything that's going on between the two. It's just them and the scorekeepers who seem to be KUA kids. Our students of this must be loving it. Here's a chance for Sullivan Mack coming in, and he had himself impeded. I guess his shot was impeded as well. He was knocked down and couldn't get a good one on goal. But now down 3, St. Paul's, it becomes more essential they get on the board here. Heading into the third, as they are going to have to surmount a comeback. I mentioned they are not good coming from behind. Or at least they haven't had to come from behind much. There goes Menez cutting around the outside. 50 seconds to go before Russell and Griffin are released. Puck gets away from Diom Deere and back she goes. Barron out on the goal line to stop it. He'll make the stretch pass, but it gets away off the skate of Menez. Maybe just a bit of frustration on the side of St. Paul's. Those are the passes they've been missing. Here comes the goal scorer, Christian Felton. He's skating once again. He'll just lay a low shot on. That's kicked out by the left leg of Andy Barron. Menez standing still as the puck go by him, but it's Owen Stadheim instead. He'll carry the puck on the right side there. The shot, the rebound was loose. Stadheim driving the cage, but Vapatsakis will get over there to cover it up. But I meant by the students in the scorekeeper's box, I meant to say that they're not going to break it up. They like the contentious attitude of it, I'm sure. But it'll be interesting to watch them come out of the box. I don't know if they were just talking over the play or really going at it. In a race for the puck is Diom Deere, and he had to go full speed because Arlo Merritt was right on his back. He does win the race and get the icing. 5 seconds to go until the 2 incarcerated players are released. Schubert versus Bennett in the drawdown to the right. Draw 1 to the boards, and those 2 are out now. So we are back to 5 aside. Handling the puck is Sullivan. He'll send one to the net. It was blocked by Newhook, and KUA will move away. Moving quickly is Merritt on the right side. Arlo Merritt knocked down by Diom Deere. The puck goes in behind the net. They're jousting away for it now. Works up to the far side. Getting over there is Karamis. He's at the beginning of his shift. KUA beginning their change now. Picking it up on the wall is Bennett. He's going to try to cut in front, but getting in the way of him was Ryan Arasa Diom Deere. Chanced in the middle of the ice. The slapper was somehow deflected. It made its way to the goal, and a Mads Bugby scrum in front of the net. No shot, though. On goal, that was Arlo Merritt with some space. Now here's one from the line. Traffic in front. Tied up is Bennett. It's still loose in the sun. Great stop by Barron. It'll come free for Penny again, and he can't handle the bouncing puck. And out she comes. 5 fire drill in front of the St. Paul's net. It's not over yet. Here comes Karamis into the zone. He knocks off Diome Deer, drops it for Stenheim. A long shot. Rebound was in front of the net. Boy, that was a pretty looking play. I think it was a set play, too. And I don't know who was in the middle of the ice. It had to have been Dorr, and he could not get a stick on it. Diome Deer is still out there. He's been out there for a while now. Nearly cut off Barron coming back to the front of the net. He's at the end of the shift and is tired. Him and Sullivan have got to get off here. And it's picked up by Karamis. Karamis drops it. Dorr trying to make the step around move. He can't. And St. Paul's will just shoot it the other way, getting more and more desperate. It's not going to make it for icing. And finally off the ice are Sullivan and Diome Deer. And Winded as well. Karamis gains the line and shoots it in. We're under 3 minutes to go here in the second period, and KUA has added some comfort to their once 2-0 lead. It's 3-0 now. They lead St. Paul's School. Deflected by Flint, didn't get too far. There's Sullivan Mack coming into the zone. He's got his center Majura behind him as he drives the cage on the wraparound there. Mack has speed. Out of Anchorage, Alaska. I always want to point that out when you see an Alaska boy on the roster. And he has used that speed to his advantage here tonight. He cut around that net quicker than you can say Anchorage. Thanks to the length of the ice by St. Paul's right off the face-off for icing. John Sacklad directing a bit of traffic here before we dig in for this one. 2.5 to play in the second, and it's 3-0. And they're going to move the face-off to the near side of the ice. Don't know the reasoning behind that. So I think it's something to do with the area the puck is shot from or ice from. Puck at the side of the goal towards the middle. It's bouncing around. Everyone coming over there. It'll be Ty Green who wins it. Green chips it in. He's got some space here. Ty Green stops up. Sacklad goes to the net. He tries to get a shot off. It'll trickle to the middle after getting blocked. KUA jumps on that puck and gets it up to neutral territory, but Green will turn it back. Green onto the stick of Papatsakis, who played on behind the goal. Smoked out there by Sacklad. Or hit by Sacklad, I should say, if Felton. KUA does the job of getting it out. Here's a chance now for Green coming up the middle with a wrister. It got blocked aside. He tried to use the defender as a screen. That could have been a 2-on-1 if it hadn't developed so late, I think. Great connecting pass there by Harrison Sweet. Up the left side, here comes Sullivan Mack. He'll drop it. Oh, but the bounce was over, or the puck bounced over the stick of Tomasz Majura. Good opportunity for him, and you can almost feel the sigh. You know the player's body language? They just, oh! McElhinney drilling Taylor, who's up quick on the puck. Settled in front for Meriden. And a defensive play. I think that was Simpson in front. Now another chance, and they score. It's Zach Taylor with the wrister. After a good defensive play was made by Eric Simpson in front of the net, he tied up Arlo Merritz. I believe it was McElhinney who got caught out at center after that hit. KUA buries it. Their second of this period, adding to the 2 from last period. It's 4-0. So that could be the one. I mean, there's still, 18 minutes left? 19 minutes, still a minute to go in this period. But KUA up by 4, and they do not relinquish leads very much. Especially here in this barn. And they are rolling, too. As I mentioned off the top, they won 7 in a row. Still yet to allow a goal in the new year, by the way. They've played, this is their 3rd game of 2019. They beat Vermont Academy 7-0 and then 11-0 romp over Governors last night. Yes, they are on the second half of the back-to-back, and they lead at 4-0 here. In 2019, they have gotten, hold on a sec, we'll wait for Dowitz to load it up. Rebound was there, and Halliday aired it high. Great chance for JT Halliday. Simpson was looking in front of the net on the rebound, too. Dumas loaded it up and got a rebound. Belted to the ice there as Stadheim, no penalty called. And there's actually going to be a penalty on the play, though. A lot of shouting down to our left. And Bryson Russell's going to head back to the box again. Stadheim was hit hard, and it looked to me like it was a bit either late or interference worthy. No penalty there, but a penalty indeed to Bryson Russell. And TUA is headed to the power play once more. I believe this is their second opportunity of the game, and they scored on their first. That was a goal by Brian Karamis. Oh, here they go on the second opportunity, and Barrett has to make a save off that left side, leading into a drive for once Felton, who's got a goal tonight. He's looking for two as well. There's Kyle Penny through traffic, trickles to Ty Green, who will just bounce one out towards the red line. There's Mazzura spinning back with it. Backlad chasing him, but up and ahead now it is Dorr coming into the zone. While Dorr trying to make a nice little move, dropping it. Stick knocked out of the hands there of Sacklad and knocked out to center. That'll do it for the period. 1:25 of power play time to go as Bryson Russell has taken his second seat in the box. KUA adding two more in the second, and they lead 4-0 going to the final period of play.